Good morning and welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris and I'm a gorilla in the wrist. Today we're looking at the Casio GA-2110SU-3AER. That's not a mouthful at all, is it? Better known as the Casioak. I have the, what do you call this? The green version. Not quite stealth, but almost camouflage. Which has the 5611 module in it. But is it any good? Let's find out. So we're going to run very quickly through the specifications for this watch. The dial width is 45mm, the effective lug to lug is 52mm, lug width is 25mm, and the thickness is just under 12mm. It contains the Casio module 5611. It has a mineral crystal, weighs in at 52 grams and has 200 meters of water resistance. So what are my gripes about this watch? So I think the most obvious gripe I have with this is actually about the size of the digital display. Now this may be a function of me just getting old and not being able to see as well as I used to, and the camera seems to be showing it really well at the moment. But I struggle with the size of this, so even when I'm able to light it up in the dark, I can't read it very well. So despite the fact that it's got really good functionality, and it has Worldtime, it has alarms, it has a chrono, it has a countdown timer, all the stuff you would come to expect of a modern Casio module, and this is module 5611, I'm reliably informed. They're great as long as you can read what they're telling you. And this could just be a function of age, if I'm absolutely honest. I guess like many people of my age, I struggle to read the backs of food packets nowadays. And I'm sure that's because they're printing it much smaller than they used to. The reality is they probably aren't. But for me, the size of the digital display just isn't big enough. I know that it works well from the aesthetic point of view, but if I can't tell whether I've set an alarm or not, then that's a bit of a problem. So for me personally, the visibility of the digital display is poor. The other thing is just that it's got an electro backlight, which is all fine and well. There is loom on the hands, and you will have seen the loom shot, but it's pretty poor, to be honest. Maybe my expectation, having had so many San Martin watches this year which have fantastic loom, is that you would get excellent loom on all watches, and clearly that isn't the case on this particular one. It works, but the backup really is the electric light on it. So yeah, those are my principal gripes. So what do I like about this watch? What are the things that draw me to it? I think first up, the shape. I do like the shape. This is clearly fashioned and influenced by the AP Royal Oak, hence the Casioak name. But it's nice. I mean, the only shape I prefer to this one is the square, but this is a nice style of watch. It is also incredibly thin. I mean, it does slip under a cuff. It is fairly unobtrusive. So yeah, I like the shape and style of the watch. Clearly it's a G-Shock. That means it's going to be durable and has longevity. I've dropped it at least twice today, and you do so without fear of anything going catastrophically wrong when you do. They are remarkably robust. Wipe them off and on you go. So no, really good in terms of that. I like the fact that the strap fits my ridiculous size gorilla wrists. without any problems at all. Always good. I think the value for money for these is excellent as well. So I think I paid around £65. Sorry, Santa paid about £65 for it. And I just think for the functionality that you get for these, they are exceptional value. And then just very quickly, we're going to stick it on wrist so that you can see what it looks like on wrist. And there we go. So as I said, wears very thin. And I did say it goes under a sleeve collar. It's comfortable. It's not a bulky watch to wear. And I know that is occasionally an issue with G-Shock watches. So I have one that does look like an electronic tag and feels like wearing an electronic tag, to be absolutely honest. But this one, that's not a problem for. So it does wear very flat to your wrist. And it is comfortable. I mean, these aren't expensive clasps, but it does its job really, really well. And the display of the hands is pretty good, actually. So whilst I moaned about the visibility of the digital display, I actually think the hands look really good. So yes, there it is on wrist. And those are the things that I like about the Casioak. So let's have a go at summing this one up. In the thumbnail, I posed the question, what's all the fuss about? And I think the simple answer to that is that what you're looking at is a competent, stylish, durable, good value for money offer from Casio that will do everything you need it to do, which will be robust. You can throw this out the wall, you can drop it out of a window. The battery is going to last a very, very long time, so you need minimal intervention. It is the quintessential hacking watch. This will do whatever you want it to do. So for me, the reason that there is fuss about it is because it is an excellent offering. Does it ape the AP Royal Oak? Yeah, of course it does. But I don't see a problem with that. That's a shape and style thing. I think what it does do is it does bring a little bit of elegance to the G-Shock range. Some of them can be a bit, I'm trying to think of the polite way of saying this, a bit oafish. This one doesn't have this one. This one doesn't have that. For me, I think this one carries itself really well and confidently. And I think if you had one of these, and I got one for Christmas and I'm very, very happy with it, I think you would be happy with it too. So it's a Gorilla's thumbs up from me. Thank you for watching all the way through to the end. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. Hit the bell button and then you'll get notifications. If you didn't like it, tell me what you didn't like. Always grateful for constructive criticism. Other than that, all there is left is to wish you a happy new year, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks very much.